All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Gold, as you all know. And I welcome to Kope Radio and Television Station where they giving a back-to-back as they happen. As the suburb for this our Bodo Nigeria. Now, as I can't give an arm about on top this latest matter where they trend here and there. For this our Bodo Nigeria, where Bola Ahmed TINUBU in don't talk say you don't come say me waive 50% out of transportation as a gift, as a Christmas gift to the citizen of Nigeria. Say if you na transport na 10,000, when you get to the park, you go pay 5,000 naira. And I ask myself, how will this system work? Starting from on 21st of December.
In the spirit of Christmas and the end of year festivities, President Bola Ahmed TINUBU, GCFR, in another demonstration of his love for Nigerians, has approved that the federal government should intervene to bring down the cost of public transportation to allow our compatriots who want to travel to visit their loved ones and hometown to do so without stress and the extra burden imposed by the high cost of transport around this period. President TINUBU wants Nigerians to be able to travel within Nigeria to wherever they want to go to meet their loved ones without the extra burden of paying exorbitantly for interstate public transportation. It is in this wise that the President is announcing through us that beginning from tomorrow, that's the 21st of December, Nigerians willing to travel can board public transport via minibuses, luxury buses at 50% discount of current cost, and all our train services on the routes the trains currently serve at zero cost to and fro on their travels this holiday season. This special presidential intervention will commence tomorrow, Thursday, December 21, and it will end on January 4, 2024. The federal government, through the Ministry of Transportation, will be working with transporters, road transport unions, the Nigerian Railway Corporation to seamlessly deliver on this special presidential initiative.
All right, I think that's a bit clear, but there are some things I think we need to put in place. There are some questions we really need to ask Bola Ahmed TINUBU on this new motion he just came on board with. Waiving 50% of transportation for the citizen is not a problem. But the point is, what is the strategies that is going to use? Because one, we have vehicles who are under companies, we have vehicles who are under federal government, we have private sectors, we have individual. Now, and this whole thing is being limited to some certain aspects of the country. Lagos to Kano, Lagos to Abuja, Lagos to where again? I think 3 places. Now, what happened to the West? What happened to the South? I mean, the whole thing is not really going to work out. Because you don't expect a taxi man or a private person who put his vehicle on the highway on maybe trying to travel to just make some little money for X months. You are not expecting such person to reduce the cost of transportation. Quite right, we all know that the federal government jobs, the federal government vehicles, buses and other companies can actually work out to some certain extent. But the thing is it going to circulate? That is another thing. Now you said train is free. You that don't have tickets, how do you want to enter train? You just, you know the way Nigerian things is, we could just rush and make rush like say now we did Lagos, it can never work out. Now, let's listen to this man who give an analysis on this matter, because we must learn to tell ourselves the truth as far as Nigerian is concerned. You make so many promises as a president. Before you even come on board, we are hearing this but I don't understand this kind of government. I don't understand. I mean, this present government, they are really confused. They are really confused. All right, before I go further on this note, let's listen to this wonderful video on
You know, it's very funny because when I saw this story yesterday, I chuckled because I think the government of the day, they just sit down and think that citizens are stupid. I'm sorry to use that word, but for stupidity, why would you tell me that the president is going? I mean, by presidential fiat, that bus drivers in Maraba, in Yanya, and elsewhere are going to, and they expect people to go to the parks this month. Today is the 21st of December, right? Today is 21st. And
it's actually meant to start this morning.
This morning. So you get to the park, and then, because to start with, you ask yourself, how much is transport fare? You have to know how much transport fare is if we're talking about 50% or not. So you get to the park and say, yes, President TINUBU has asked me to come and board your bus, and that I'll pay 50%. They'll just slap the person. You know, the person looks stupid. And you see, we just keep shifting the goalposts. On May 29, that's about 7 months ago, President TINUBU told us that he was removing subsidy on petrol, and that he will roll out measures to cushion the effect. He said we're talking about CNG buses. Initially, they said they will roll out 50,000 buses. Then it went to 1 million buses. And as we speak, no bus. The year has ended, not a single bus. Then, that's by the way, diesel. It cost about 1.2 million naira to hire a 40-foot trailer from Lagos to Abuja. About 1.2 million. And of the 1.2 million naira they charge, they spend about 800,000 on diesel alone. In August, the president came and told us that they were going to remove VAT on diesel, for the first 6 months. And as we speak, nothing has changed about the price of diesel. So, and, I was telling somebody, each time you come in to analyze what the papers are writing, and it seems that they don't care because they think that, they say something yesterday, and then today they say a different thing, and they expect Nigerians to swallow these things they say, hook, line, and sinker. So I don't see. I think this is a joke carried too far. If you allow me to use President Obasanjo's words, it's a joke carried too far because nobody is not going to go. See, to begin with, it said free train services. Where do you have train lines in Nigeria? You have train lines only, train services in Itakpe, Warri, Lagos, Ibadan, and Abuja, Kaduna. The people we know who go home the most. It's like during Ilea, you're talking about reducing transport fares to the southeast. Which Igbo man travels to the east during Ilea festival? That's the truth. This is a time where Southeasterners mostly go to their homes to celebrate Christmas, and we all know that. That's why you see it's even evident from airfares. People are paying as much as 500,000 naira return ticket to certain routes in the southeast. And you also blame the airlines. It's about supply and demand, supply and demand, and also during such festive periods, when flights when they are fully loaded to their destination, they come back empty because there's nobody traveling from the southeast to Abuja or to Lagos for Christmas.
So a lot of people are asking because if you see the riders to leadership, it says government killing cow with mouth, and that's coming from Labour. Passengers without tickets won't board free train. So the question is, who did they have this conversation with? How did they arrive at such, ultimatum? I mean, Simon.
Well, I want to borrow the phrase of Chuks Ohuegbe, who said it's simply an orchestra of deception. Something you cannot implement. Time and time again, we see the TINUBU administration coming out to say this is what they will do. And like Chuks has said, all this depends on demand and supply. And like he said, when a plane is taken to Lagos, maybe during this December period, it may come back empty. And there is no deliberate measure to say, how do we reach out in the payment of this 50% subsidy? If you go to the park, will you tell the driver that, wow, it's 50% and this is what you want to pay? Who pays the 50%? So the truth of the matter is that NLC has said it's simply trying to kill a cow by mouth.
Well,
It's simply verbal.
are we not jumping the gun?
No,
Really?
we cannot jump the gun.
By not waiting for
We
at
cannot
least
wait.
the first 2 or 3 days to check on the implementation. Because hold on a bit,
Yes.
Simon.
Yes.
I recall that I think it was Dr. Dele Alake who said it last night that they had conversations with the luxury bus owners and that they agreed on this 50% reduction in bus fares. Now, isn't it too early to jump to the conclusion that this won't work?
No.
Okay.
Now, the truth of the matter is that we've seen the TINUBU administration say this is what it wants to do, and it has never seen. We have never seen that. The Minister of State for Petroleum came over and said that the Port Harcourt refinery will come on stream in December. Maybe it is not December 2023, maybe December 2024. The truth of the matter is that these things cannot be believed upon because they have shown to be inconsistent with what they promise Nigerians. So the truth of the matter, you don't have a deliberate policy that will reach out to on the payment of this 50%. We've had these CNG buses, we've had all the noises, but what have we seen? We've seen nothing. Nigerians are going deeper and deeper into poverty. The latest decision showed that over 110 Nigerians have been thrown down the poverty line because of the removal of subsidy. Yesterday, I paid 650 naira per litre. That is in Abuja. So you can just...
For petrol?
Yes. You can just think what happened in other states. Maiduguri, Kano, and the far-flung state in the north. It is very, very terrible. This poverty is biting very hard. And the TINUBU administration cannot be believed on this very issue. So I hold the view, and many Nigerians do, that nothing will happen. It's simply that the administration is trying to kill a cow with mouth. There's nothing.
And I think
to be
very, very fair, Tinubu is just trying to move a notch further than Buhari, because during the lockdown, global lockdown, we later emerged from this lockdown to hear a minister said that they fed school children billions of naira. So they understand that Nigerians are very gullible. Anything you throw at them, they will take. Because you say luxury bus owners, how many luxury bus operators go to Plateau State? How many luxury buses go to Bauchi? How many luxury buses go to Cross River? The only routes that have luxury bus is in the southeast,
Yeah, perhaps that's actually the target, because you raised it earlier.
You say what?
That probably could be the target of the federal government, because you raised it earlier, that most of the people who travel during Christmas period are Southeasterners.
Yes, but Enugu, you don't have luxury buses plying Enugu. Where you have the routes you have Onitsha, you have Aba, you have Port Harcourt. I know that. Even Newi, we don't have luxury buses going to Newi from Abuja. Yes, and they are run by private. I do business with them. Most of them are privately owned, run transport companies. I mean, let's face it. So who did you meet with? I have thought that Dele Alake oversees the solid minerals ministry. For him to come and I think he's the least equipped to come and talk about that. We have a Ministry of Transport, we have a Ministry of, and you see, that's even beside the point. The truth is this. Don't be surprised that in January we'll come back and they tell us that during Christmas that they spent 1 trillion naira subsidizing transport fares. That's the truth. Because you see, the more you look, the less you see. And it's very. I was with somebody yesterday, and she was telling me about how her husband earns. The husband lives in Maraba. He earns 80,000 naira as a chef, and that their marriage is on the precipice. And I said, why? She said that because every day she has to subsidize the man's transport fare to go to work. That the man has that later the man started doing one day off, 2 days on, and that he's now having extramarital. You see, because you see, we are yet to fully understand the import, the magnitude of this problem, because the social dimension to this problem. Because several companies, their spouses now sleep in the offices because they can't come home, they can't afford. So in a week, you see a wife or a husband who sleeps 3 nights out of his matrimonial home.
Of course, suspicion will rise.
Yes, because even the family, the children, they need to see their parents. So the social disruption, this senseless, I beg to use that word, this senseless removal of, this tactless removal of subsidy on petrol is costing. We might not. Look at the World Bank came a few days ago to say that Nigeria is not even adequately subsidizing petrol. That had Nigeria been adequately subsidizing, Nigeria had not totally removed subsidy on petrol. That had Nigeria done that, that petrol would be costing minimum 750 naira, 750 per liter. So these are the issues. I asked, I said, diesel, you don't even, like Idi Amin said that, talking about shit money, talking about worthlessness. A government makes pronouncements and people don't believe those pronouncements anymore. And I just told us about, look at Dangote refinery. Every day they are regaling us with stories of, now they say they're giving him 1 million barrels of crude oil. How is that our business? Our business is that we want to go to pumps and buy petrol at a very affordable price. And this is not happening. So for them to come and tell us this, feed us this on Christmas, because had it been April, we'll say it's April Fool. But it's very uncharitable for government to come and deceive the people for whom they've sworn to protect their interests.
All right, so welcome back. On this note, I think with that video, the whole thing is a bit clear, if not 100%, at least less than 90% clear. Now, this is it. Nigerians are suffering. Quite all right. We all know that. Nigerians are in pain. We all know that. Nigerians are facing a lot of difficulties in terms of transportation, in terms of food, in terms of clothes, in terms of house rent. In fact, in terms of their salary in the office, there is no increase. Now, let's take a look at the example of River State. The governor of River State said he added 100,000 as a Christmas bonus to all River State people, government workers, individually. Now the point is, can't Bola Ahmed Tinubu do the same thing? We have CPN there who have every Nigerian's bank details. I mean, just pump money into their account and they will appreciate it. Damn you. Waiving 50% out of the transportation. How many Nigerians are traveling this season? How many even get the money? Some people don't even get where to go because they born them for Abuja, they grow for Abuja, they live in Abuja. They don't even know the road to their village. What benefit? So it cannot work out. Let this present government, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to strategize another pattern to peace the Nigerians. Now, subsidy is still there. You remove subsidy, we are buying fuel at a high rate. So are you expecting a private vehicle owners to go to fire station and purchase a liter of fuel at 650 naira? Then maybe at the long run, maybe by the time you fill up the vehicle, maybe spend roughly 23,000 thereabout. Are you expecting such person to now say, okay, he's going to waive 50% off the normal price of the transportation? No, sir. This is not what we want as Nigerians. No. There are so many things that has not been done. You don't come up subsidy. We see they buy fuel for high rates. What is our own benefit as a citizen on this particular thing? You can't say, our Badorians, oh, a town hall. Is it the town hall meeting? Is it the outcome of the town hall meeting? No, sir. Bola Ahmed Tinubu should take a rethink on so many decisions he wants to take about. Fine. Let's talk about the train issue. How many people will enter that train? With the rate of insecurity in Nigeria presently, you enter plane wahala, you enter motor wahala, even the airplane problem because it can land crash at any time. Make a Bola Ahmed Tinubu know they deceive us. Nigerians are not satisfied. Nigerians, we are not accepting it. We know good. You know it's just our dodo. That is not what we want. Make a Bola Ahmed Tinubu no use bread. Take a pack our soup water. No, we know what we want. Invest in the health industry. Invest in the education sector. Invest in mineral resources. Most especially the petroleum resources. Make we the crude oil that our refinery. Make una do one. Make our fuel come down. Not because they say you the waiver how much on top of how much. if I'm going to Kogi State here, that is just 5,000 naira, you say you weigh 50%. Does it make any sense to me? It doesn't make any sense. So you are giving me 2,500 as a president for Christmas bonus? No. So if you talk, say people where sabi the work, where sabi the statistic on how Nigerians can run better, make you allow them make the work. They say no. Say na the Agbadonians, the town hall people. Different but bala blue. Now they don't the bala blue also. Our eyes on the see Agbadonian supporter. How far now? How na see them? All of us gathered in this country. If it hot, it go hot for all of us. If it cold, it go cold for all of us. Now so it be now. But as far as I'm concerned, the obedience, we get your door. I greet you now. Merry Christmas in advance. So I don't come my own and I don't put you come my mouth. Bye. Oya sanwó mi, ọba tètè sanwó mi, màá fi mọ́ ẹ̀fọn fèrè.